take us through what you're seeing and feeling on that the call, the goalie interference call there?
So the puck was around the net, and just trying to go to the paint, get in front of the goalie, and I think I felt like I got nudged a little bit from behind, but I understand it's a hard call for the ref to overturn. I felt that I was getting pushed and I couldn't get out of the way, but I guess I was coming in kind of parallel with the goalie, so it looked like I was going there anyways. But I thought that I was pushed in. It's just unfortunate that call didn't go our way.
Dylan, how tough is it when you guys put yourself in a hole game after game in the first period right now?
Yeah, it's brutal. We need to stop doing that. We're a good hockey team, and I feel like it's up to us to kind of grab this thing, and it starts with our starts. Like you said, we're kind of putting ourselves in a hole every night. So I think we just got to be better prepared.
How much of a backbreaker was that shorthanded goal?
Yeah, it was tough. We can't be giving that up. That one was on me. It was a bad turnover. I'm late in my shift. I can't be turning that puck over. So that one's on me.
Dylan, Monty was asked what's been the common theme since the wins over Calgary, and you said energy and just urgency, what we need to do. Do you agree with that? How do you feel what's happened since then?
Yeah, I agree with that. I think, like the saying goes, you can't get too high and can't get too low. And I think right now, we're dealing through a little adversity, and we just got to keep our heads up, and we got to keep grinding and keep playing the way we can play. Because we're a good hockey team. We just got to piece it together more consistently.
7 weeks now. Just what are you seeing right now? What's not happening for this group?
Well, it's obviously disappointing. I mean, it's not a big enough sample size, I think, to start hitting the panic button. So it's been a couple off games. Not getting off to good enough starts, I think, and putting ourselves a little bit behind the 8 ball. So if I had to point to one thing, I'd say just our start of the game. And getting everybody into it early and rolling 4 lines and kind of getting the energy in the building. I think that's been lacking the last couple games, but something we'll continue to work on.
How do you change that?
Well, we just continue to support one another. Got to have a good couple days of practice here, and we have to keep lifting each other up. I mean, there's going to be stretches like this during the season. It's 82 games. There's a lot of ebbs and flows that happen in a season, so we're just in a down part right now, but it's not time to start doubting this group or anything like that. It's just we're just in a little bit of a tough stretch, and we have to dig ourselves out of it.
What's just your overall feeling after watching that?
I'm sorry?
What's your overall feeling after that one?
Not good enough. In every area. Special teams, 5-on-5 play, D zone, neutral zone, O zone, coaching. We all weren't good enough tonight. Not acceptable.
It seems like special teams continues. Maybe they all stand out, but special teams tonight especially. But it seems like has it been a recurring theme?
I think the penalty kill numbers have show itself. I thought the power play was building the right way. Tonight was not a good night for the power play. We did get a goal, but we gave up a shorty then on the 4-minute power play.
Well, you said a couple weeks ago this team's going to deal with some adversity, and it's about how we deal with it. Obviously, it hasn't been good, but just how have they dealt with the adversity?
I look at it as us. It's the coaches with the players and how we're dealing with adversity. We haven't succeeded yet in dealing with adversity.
What have you seen big picture since the wins over at Calgary? I mean, I know you got the win in Vegas, but 4 losses. What have you seen since then? Any common themes?
Common theme that I have seen is a lack of energy, of playing to what we can do. That's been the common. It's been a week here where I don't know if it's a malaise, and that's my fault. I have to get the group to engage more and to be, I don't want to say prepared, because it's not prepared. It's having the attitude of we're going to do this. And it's not there right now. And, if it's not there in the entire group, that's where I have to look at myself and I have to look in the mirror and what do I have to do different to get them to battle through adversity, to battle through all this. We're not overcoming it within the game right now.
What were you saying on the goalie interference challenge?
Yeah, I made the mistake of challenging it. The ref's explanation to me was that Holloway was going to skate into the crease no matter what, whether he was pushed or not. I felt Holloway was trying to stop and got pushed once, and the second time pushed him into the goalie. But, you know, I made a mistake of challenging it, and we got overruled on that. I thought it was dead wrong. I know when we challenge the league, it needs to be dead wrong. I thought it was. And, you know, per the league's decision, it was not. And the ref explained it that way, too, the way I just explained it to you.
On the, it's the Miller power play goal, there's just a bad line change there.
Yeah. You know, we got the puck down the ice, and the 2 forwards changed, and 1 D changed, and the D that was left out there, I don't think recognized that his partner had changed and didn't protect the middle of the ice. That may have given us a chance, but yeah, it's a bad change.
And then you get the 4-minute power play. If you get one there, right back in the game, is that all part of the maybe grabbing the moment? And
Yep, yeah, it's a big part of it. I felt the power play unit that stayed out there way too long. I think 3 of the 5 players were still out there at a minute and 34 seconds into it. That's part of game management that we have to improve upon. I like the attitudes of wanting to be difference makers, but you know, like in a situation like that, you have 4-minute power. You should do 4 1-minute power plays, and so that we can play with more pace and purpose.
Jim, I hear you're saying part of this is coaching as well. At some point, does it got to be those guys in the locker room that have got to step up and grab this?
I'm always going to think it's a team thing, and I'm always going to look in the mirror first, you know? And then I'll talk to the team tomorrow about what I think we have to, as a group, be better at.